Hey, what's up? How you doing, good people? Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. You already know, if you've been rolling with me, hit the like button right now. You know it's going to be good. Hey, if you are new to the page, follow that prompter and hit the like, subscribe, and the notification bell. Make sure, even if you're watching, that the notification bell is checked. And make sure you don't fall for any spam below in the comment section. Hey, we got a lot to cover right now. It's a lot going on, right? Anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. We're just going to be talking about the most aggressive we are not in a recession campaign I have ever seen. With some points, okay? With some points, all right? So let's get right into it. As a matter of fact, let's start with Sister Janet Yellen. Let's hear what she had to say.
Journal. Madam Secretary, could you say a little bit more about how you believe the Inflation Reduction Act would impact inflation? How much do you believe that package would subtract from inflation, and over what time frame?
So I don't have numerical estimates for you, but I see that as making a very important contribution to lowering the cost of prescription drugs. And with respect to healthcare premiums, the funding that's provided there is going to be important in holding down health insurance costs for many Americans. So these are two important contributions that we should see come into play as soon as the legislation is passed and put into effect.
So, Inflation Reduction Bill, Miss Janet Yellen was speaking, and right behind that, the President of the United States came on and started to talk more with businesses and how Americans are spending money with flights and just the consumer purchase, showing that the consumer is strong, the economy is strong because people are still spending money. But here's what I have to say about consumers spending money. Consumers are spending money, but I also heard a report that the rich are spending money on things that are more leisure, like purses, clothing. You know, they have that type of money to spend, right? But the people that are not wealthy are spending more money, yes, but they're racking up credit card debts. Now, there's conflicting reports, all right? And they're spending more money on groceries and gas and that type of stuff. So there's a little, I don't see that at the same rate or the same way that they see it. Right? There's a lot of money being released so we can manufacture chips here in the US, right? So look at what happened to this EV sector. Look at this today. This is just today after we find out that we are technically really in a recession. Look at this. Fuel cell, right, is up 5.31%. Plug power is up almost 26%. Look at that, good people. Charge point, 16.5%. EV Go, 13%. Fisker, 4.5%, 4.63. Now, some of them didn't. Lucid was down last I checked, but the overall market, the whole sector is actually going green. Okay, because of the CHIP Act, look at this. Nvidia up 1%, right? Micron up 0.31%. AMD is up 2% because of that same CHIP Act that is causing everything, especially with EV. And there's a lot in that bill that we need to unpack at a later date. But I'm just showing you some of the things that actually went up. And I will also show you, share with you something else that went up when that announcement came. So the dollar is still showing strong, but you know what went up? Gold. Gold went up by double digits. This is one of my gold plays. I shouted this out about 3 days ago, GORO, which is a gold company that I'm invested in. And I just started dollar cost averaging into it. As a matter of fact, Had you had you looked at it the day that I mentioned it, you would have gotten it at a better price than I did because I was actually red. So in one day I go from red to green, and it was up as much, I believe, as 11%. When we found out that we were quote unquote in a recession, it spiked up. Gold spiked up. So what is that saying to you? What it says to me is that I should buy gold, not on a day like today when it spikes up, but when the dollar shows strong, if you believe that the worst of the recession is yet to come, then, and gold is low, especially one like this, GORO, which is one of my plays, then I would buy in when it's beat down. So I look for plays that react on this news because I think they're all going to come back. Now, I didn't increase my positions on any of these things. I was waiting for today. And because we went to a negative number and the market still reacted good, I didn't go and buy anything. So let's talk, good people. I got to come to this camera. Let's talk. So you leave me. This is not Get Like Me. And remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I'm telling you that, and this is me, I'm going to go out on a limb. I'm not fully buying it. I'm not buying this whole bounce. I don't care how good it gets. I'm not negative. I'm positive. I'm not buying it. I'm simply not buying it because what I see is a campaign. It's called messaging. And you had Janet Yellen come out twice. You had the president come out twice now. You had Jerome Powell that said yesterday, do you have the GDP numbers? No. Do you think we're in a recession? No. Recession? No. So there's this entire campaign on, hey, we're not in a recession. Now, the answer is the market buying it? Yes, the market is buying it right now. But based on the data that I see, I'm not fully buying it. Now, I do expect a bounce back in fourth quarter, like I've been telling you guys. I expect a bounce in fourth quarter. Of course, they're going to call me right now. And I expect a bounce in fourth quarter, but it looks like we're getting a bounce right now. The reason why I expect a bounce in fourth quarter is I believe that inflation will start to cool down over the next couple of months. And then by the time we get into the second week in October, it's green. I've been consistent on that. So what are you doing, Larry? Well, it's what I've been doing all year that worked today. And the dollar cost averaging in, which I had NVIDIA and some of these plays in, those are now looking good. That is the power of dollar cost averaging in. We'll go back over that Monday. But here's what I'm going to say. Keep an eye out for Friday and Monday. If Friday is green, I will be highly surprised if Friday is green. I will be shocked if Friday is green. I will be pleasantly shocked, but I will be shocked if Friday is green. And if Friday and Monday is green, then I'll listen to what they're saying. I'll buy it. But until then, I'm not. And I'm not a glass half empty type of person. I'm a glass half full type of person. So we were looking for where we could load up, right? And so now I believe, this is just me and I'm not a conspiracist, I believe that somebody tripped over a lantern and the whole barn is on fire. And then I knock on the door, he comes and shut the doors behind him and you go, hey, I say, hey man, there's smoke behind you. Oh, it's not that bad. So that's what I believe the Fed is doing right now, and Yellen in the White House, because it's election time. Okay, so that's me. You leave me a comment on what you believe, but we have made money from dollar cost averaging in now, and if it continues to run, all of our portfolios eventually turn green, right? And I am going to be buying some positions. I need to figure out what positions I'm buying, but I want to be clear in saying that I'm only buying positions right now for swing trades because I believe the elevator has some more floors under it. That's just me, and the worst is yet to come. So we can make money while we're waiting on the next floor drop. All right. So that's what I'm doing. Leave me a comment on what you're doing. Leave me a comment on if you think that the coast is clear now and we're avoiding a recession. The one thing I do like is that the White House got involved, and that is the only way we're going to have a soft landing. The Fed cannot do it by himself. All right, that's what I think. You guys leave me a comment on what you think. That's me, Stock Up with Larry Jones. You guys know you got to be able to trade pre and post market. Download Moo in my link below. You get free stuff by using my link. Download Webull, use my link below. And we are going to continue to make money. But right now, I'm cautiously optimistic because I'm waiting for that elevator to go down to the next floor so I can get in bigger. All right? All right, leave me a comment. Live, love, laugh, and learn.